Yes, I have an ugly flippable truck. Welcome back, everyone, for another round of Scrap Mechanic, where I literally just load the game and this is what my vehicle looks like. It is glitched into the terrain. It's not missing blocks. Nothing broke, I don't think. It is just glitched into the terrain. Yeah, everything is there. It just decided to glitch into the ground for some reason. So last few episodes actually working with this, and it's working pretty well. It's got a nice setup. I could technically, if I want to, take this out and take that out and try to use this to go pick up the farmer. But really, I need something for picking up the caged farmers. I need something for carrying food, like packaged food, to the trader guy. So I want to take a stab at building a new vehicle, which is going to make use of the spare tires from this that provided no extra traction. So I'm going to start with a 9x9 style setup. That way I have a central alignment to it that is going to be the dead middle of the vehicle. The problem is the way the lift works is it's got a set of 4 blocks. It's a 2x2, which means it gears you towards building in pairs and not having a dead center spot to it. But I'm doing an odd number, so I have an actual centered piece. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. And I'm going to build it like this so that then I have a section behind it. I'm treating it like this is going to be the cabin, and maybe have a little back extension here with more wheels, and then we'll have a trailer that goes behind it kind of thing. Or it may just be kind of how I did that. I might just have this and then have a small trailer section that's kind of hooked to the back, all part of the same vehicle. But let's try this. I want to see if this will work for me this time. No, it doesn't. I've actually looked at creative mode, looked at designs in the workshop that used a bearing attached directly to a suspension strut, like right there on that, and it won't let me do that here. So there's differences between creative mode building and survival mode building, but you think they would say, let's do it the same way, especially on something like that. The fitting right to it is circular. That's circular. That's circular. They should fit together. The fact they don't seems like a problem. I feel like that's something they're going to be fixing in the future. Of course, now trying to build the seat, it's not lining up evenly like I want it to with a single piece. So I'm going to have to move everything. We're going to basically, instead of it being a 9x9, it's going to be a 9x10. I got tired of working in the dark, so I put a couple of lights up for it. They'll go on this in the end anyway, but this is it so far. So just a very long piece there. I'm actually going to use the little mesh block here to kind of maybe lighten the weight a little bit. I think it's lighter. I mean, it's technically less material, so I would think it should be lighter. I mean, it should be, you know, a notable difference. Weight, same weight, just lower durability. So that's really cosmetic. It's not even a matter of weight in that case. It's the same weight either way. So yeah, apparently survival, you're going to be building a lot more with wood. This time, I think I'm actually going to mount the engine underneath. That way it's kind of out of the way. I don't think it's going to be a problem. All right, and we're going to connect both of these to this and that to that. And then I'm going to have to do some major upgrading. And it's level 4, but not any higher because I'm out of supplies for that. So that's okay. The engine is just more about the efficiency, try to cut down on fuel costs. But this is not like I'm going to be driving it all the time as I am with the other one. And let's do... what I'm doing back here is basically the idea of like a gate, so that hopefully I can, you know, if I have to, just go bam, knock him into here and then have a gate closed. So he's in there, and then when I get wherever I need to, I can, you know, drive and, you know, knock him back out. It'd be really nice to do some kind of lifting mechanism for this that would just lift the whole bed up and kind of do it like a dump truck, but I am not that concerned with making that sort of thing happen. I'm just more about trying to get this going so I can even go collect the guy. And my last 2 component kits. So that was lucky. Okay, now that's there. So we're going to basically, oh yeah, let's turn it on. And so, you know what, I'm going to put on this side like that and this side like that, so I can see which one goes outwards. Oh, wow. That really drops down a lot more there. I'm going to need some method to lower this, I think. Turn that off. And it closes nicely. I kind of like the way it looks like a gate. But I'm honestly feeling almost like I need some kind of, instead, a flat panel, or maybe a panel similar to this, but something that instead of just spreading open, swinging out, it swings downwards and creates like a little ramp to let me feed everything in. And I need, what's going on? Do these, no, it's the same stiffness. It's just these are up and I got squished. So come up here, turn it off, and he's in here, should not be getting out. I hope, I'm thinking that should be pretty much what will happen. Yes, I have an ugly flippable truck. Oh, no! Like, yeah, turning way too fast on that. Maybe, you know, I'm kind of doing like all-wheel drive. What if I just take that out and don't even use that for moving forward? Oh, that's a little bit better. I mean, I need to turn up the engine power, but I am not swerving anywhere near as much. I mean, so it was the factor of me having so much torque at the front end. I'm going to try driving in first-person view for a moment so I can actually see as I'm driving somewhat, because the trees just get so in the way of your vision when you're going through a thick forested area like this. And I'm just waiting for this to flip again. While I'm like doing little pulses on the engine. And okay, here's the burnt forest, which means I should be close to the farmer. He should be like right up the hill, almost to the point I can roll him downhill potentially. All right, here's the fun part. Go, oh, no. Go that way. Ah, no. Oh. Go. Or if I could, well, no, backing up is not gonna work. Oh, he barely fits. Go. All right, so that works. It works to carry him. So, 10 by 10, or well, 10 wide seems to be enough to let him get up there. It seems like it would be, he kind of seems to be a little bit bigger than that, but no, it let him in. Yeah, you see how it's kind of clipping a bit. So if you wanted to give him a little bit more room, you could, but 10 blocks wide is enough to get him in there. Oh, no! It rolled, and as a result, he rolled out. And here we are. I finally made it back with him. And yeah, I'm going to have to improve upon this design. Mainly in the fact I need some kind of method for scooping him up. Or just anything into that carrying cage area. I need to be able to scoop and go. He's in the area. Yep, it took him, because last time it didn't even do anything when I did that. And I'm hoping I don't have to do this all in one transaction. What's up, dude? Spud gun. All right, I've got one caged farmer credit, and I had blueberries before. I didn't have any oranges before. Again, I carried stuff in my inventory, but it's got to be focused more around the parcel type stuff. So I now have a way to do parcels. It's a question of how do I put the stuff into the packaging system to make the parcels. Oh, okay, so storage and vacuum pump. I've already got a vacuum pump. I'll need to make a storage thing. So the question is, how much goes into it? And look, it shows all of them, but this is obviously geared for certain ones. And now here's a part of the design process that's irritating because this is not paired. It's not an even number. It's an odd number on it. It's got a middle block as opposed to 2 blocks in the middle because that should be lining up perfectly with this, and it's not. So there's a variety of pieces. Some pieces function off of the premise that you have 2 blocks side by side, and that forms a middle spine, and then others have a single block that forms the middle spine. It would be great if they were consistent on that. But finally, after ramping up my farm a little bit more, I mean a little bit, I'm basically incrementing bit by bit till I know where the limit is for having an attack occur. I've got 30 tomatoes, and it's supposed to be a case of 10 per parcel, and a parcel is what I need. I need 3 of them to go in here and carry, and why is it not pumping into it? Okay, so since the vacuum pump needs a trigger to turn it on to collect water, there it goes. It needs a trigger to turn it on to, I guess, pump stuff in, and it pumped 1. Just 1. Like, okay. So it's, you don't need a switch, you need a button. Oh, yep. There goes another one. And I can pick it up, much like a collector box or a cargo box that has stuff in it. And I can bring it here, and we're going to drop it in. I think it's actually attaching to the vehicle. Okay, since they are basically attached to the vehicle, is it going to pull them out? Yes, it does. All right, so even though it actually treats them as physically attached, it can still take them out without trying to suck my vehicle up at the same time or break something. So I have put in 3 tomatoes, which is, of course, nothing I really need, or that, well, I can easily make a bunch of those. This is actually not that good of a trading system, I would say. So I'm going to trade for some orange seeds. I get the orange seeds? Yes, I got orange seeds. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. I made my first trade. I got stuff going. I just got to ramp up my farming production to get the other trades going. And, you know, it's an interesting take on a trading system, but to me, it's not even close to the quality of trading system like, you know, Minecraft has, or, you know, your exchange system like you could do in games like Fallout. It's an interesting and a different style approach, but it feels overly complicated and a little kind of imbalanced, honestly. But we're going to work with it. They're going to change it, I'm sure, in the long run. So hopefully it'll get better than it is now. But like I said, that's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the design. And hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.